Hello, it's Lilia. I hope everyone's having a good day so far. I am just getting mine started. It's the morning for me. I got up before my son today pretty early so that I could review the Morphe Madison Beer Channel Surfing Artistry palette. I am pretty excited. I've never used anything by Morphe before, and I've seen good and bad reviews, so I am pretty excited to use this. I'm not a big Madison Beer fan. I've only heard one song, and that's because I looked her up when I bought the palette. She makes great music. I'm all for musicians, so I mean, that's cool. I'm not going to be going through the ingredients this time because they're different for different ones and it would take forever, but the ingredients are easy to find. There are pressed pigments and eyeshadows in this palette, so the ingredients are about this long, and I mean that would take forever, so I'm not going to go through them today. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel, please. I do appreciate any support. Okay, it won't open. Here we go. Oh man, the names of the colors are on the protector sheet. They're not on the actual container, so that's kind of dorky because I don't save the sheet usually. I don't really like that. I do like that there is a mirror, so first impressions so far are pretty good. The pans are pretty big. They're not tiny. This was $22 at Ulta Beauty. I had a 20% off coupon, so I paid $17.60, but that's not too bad for a palette. I'm going to swatch the colors for you. I'll be right back. Alright, we have swatched the colors. The swatches aren't super pigmented. But a swatch isn't always a great representation of how a color is going to perform. You're not going to use the same pressure as you are when you're swatching with your finger as you are when you're applying it with the makeup brushes. So we can just test it out and see how it works. I'm going to go with a softer look today. It's kind of out of my comfort zone, but I needed a good neutral soft palette because most of my colors are either dark or bright. First thing I'm going to do is the NYX HD Studio Photogenic Primer for my eyelids. Well, actually my whole eye, really. Just blend it with my finger. First I'm going to go in with a kind of fluffier eyeshadow brush. I have this unnamed brush. It just says eyeshadow and definer. I'm going into the eyeshadow side. I'm going to go into this kind of mauve pink shade here. Into my crease. So it's kind of pigmented. I've had to dip in a couple times to get the color payoff that I want, but it is blending nicely. Going in with the definer side to just blend it out a little bit. It's a little bit patchy, but if you blend for a while, it's blending out. Now I'm going to go in with a pointy brush with this kind of purple brown shade, just to define my crease a little more. Maybe putting a little bit on the outside edge. Oops. Time for a baby wipe. I have stopped using baby wipes as a complete makeup remover, but I still use them for touch-ups. See, it's a little more defined now. Now I'm going to go in with this darkest brown in the mix. On the outer kind of third of my eyelid with my Eco Tools brush, the shorter kind of stubbier end. I'm just blending into the crease on that corner. I'm using the blending side. To kind of soften that edge. It is blending out the more you blend. It just takes a little while. Yeah, that's a lot softer now. Now taking another Eco Tools brush, the kind of softer eyeshadow side. I'm going to go in with this shimmer shade, this purple. On the inner corner of the lid. I'm not getting the color payoff I want with the brush. I'm going to try using my finger. That's a lot better. I'm just kind of tapping over the edge of the brown to blend. Going back in with the blending side, just kind of blending that edge a little bit and blending it into the crease. It's a nice soft look. Now with a smaller brush, I'm going to go in with this shimmery shade here, the pink one. It's kind of like the shimmer version of that first mauve pink we used. And do my lower lash line. Again, with the shimmer, I'm not really getting the color payoff I want, so I'm going to just go in with the original color we used in the crease. The mattes work really well. As you do get a little color, but it's just not as much as I'd like, so I'm going back over it with the matte version. And then taking a mix of the two darker browns here for the outer edge. Just kind of smoke that corner out a little bit. Alright, I'm going to do eyeliner and mascara, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I've done eyeliner and mascara. This is the finished look. So far, first impressions are it's pretty good. It's a little bit tricky to use. It didn't really blend well at first, but once you got in there with a better blending brush and a little bit of time, it did blend out. It looked a little patchy at first, but it came out nicely. It just took a little work to get it there. I'm going to do a wear test now and see how it wears throughout the day, and we will be back to give you my final opinion. So it has been 9 hours. It's about 6 o'clock and I got done doing my makeup at 9. So let's see how it tested out. There's no creasing. It's still on my lower lash line, but it is kind of fanned out a little bit. It does look fresh still. I give it a 4 out of 5. It was a tiny bit hard to blend, and the names of the products, or the names of the color wasn't on the product. It was just on the protective plastic. So if you're gonna have names, I just feel like you should have it on the packaging so you can see what it is. I personally don't keep the plastic sleeves that comes in a palette. I know some people do, but that's just more stuff for me. I would buy this product again. I don't have any problem blending. I mean, I am not a makeup artist. I am a cosmetologist, so I have a basic understanding of makeup. I do my own makeup. I do other people's makeup sometimes. But it was a little bit difficult for me to blend. So if you worked at it, it was fine, but that just brought it down a little bit for me. Maybe as a beginner, this wouldn't be the best palette for you to purchase, but if you are fine with blending, then by all means, you would like this palette. Yeah, I hope that this has been helpful for you. I would appreciate if you would subscribe to my channel. I love what I do. I do skincare, I do makeup, I do hair tutorials. I just don't do nails. I do my own, but nails aren't really my favorite thing to do. I think there's a lot of cool artistry involved, and I think that it's just not my strong suit, so why force myself to do something that I don't really enjoy? I would rather get my nails done by somebody else, but I can't afford a manicure. I do prefer to spend my money on other items like makeup, or if I'm going to get a service done, I'd like to get a facial or a massage or something like that. In any case, I'm kind of off on a tangent. My point is that I'm a person, and I appreciate you as a person watching my video, and if you like this one, there's probably other ones for you too in my arsenal. Love and light. Take it easy.